As you can see, I mean, it's already bobbing around. I'm checking out the radio and the infotainment centers. As I look out the side, could look over at them if I want, look into my mirrors. What is up everybody, welcome back to Swifty Sport SA, Paul here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can take your single or preferably triple screen setup and make it more immersive, giving you a VR experience on triple screens. Let's get stuck in. So in one of my previous videos, guys, I focused on how to make your setup a bit more immersive. And I mean, that's what we really want, as sim racers or casual sim drivers, drifters, etc. And one of the things I touched on was a head tracker. The name says it all. It's literally to track the movements of your head. And that is where something like this comes into it. Now, this is from a brand called TrackIR or TrackIR, and this is a very old model. This is the TrackIR or Tracker 3, and they are currently on version 5 at the moment. I mean, this is ancient. This was designed way back in the day for flight simulation games, etc. Long and the short, guys, is that this can be used in any game that allows you within the cockpit to look around. They list a bunch of games that they mention it will definitely work for, but as I said before, if there's any game that has a cockpit that you can move around in, even with the mouse, then I guarantee you this little device will work. It's a simple USB device, plug and play, straight into the PC, Windows detects it, and this sensor, you will put this on top of your center screen, and this will stare at you. But now, how does this actually connect? How does it track your head motion? So then we have this funny looking antenna looking thing, which has 3 little sensory points that this device is looking for. And this can connect easily to a cap, where you could mount it to the front of a cap, and that's how the sensor will look at it. But if you don't want to be wearing a cap 24/7, you could do what I did, where I've clipped it onto my headset. What this allows you to do, guys, especially on a triple screen setup, naturally when we are in a car, racing around, drifting, etc., we do tend to look around. So even on a triple screen setup, guys, which is a pretty immersive setup to begin with, you're still getting one static looking image of what the game provides you. We do naturally float a bit as the car moves, and we want to look towards the apex and what's coming. So this device allows you to look towards the apexes, feel the motion, look towards opponents, guys to your left, to your right, and you know, it kind of gives you a bit of an advantage, as you're getting more of a natural feel as opposed to a very static, typical simulation feel. Let's get stuck into the software. Alrighty guys, so as you can see here, this is the software. I've got the head tracker up there. I've mounted this onto a cap. But obviously there's a better way of doing this. You can mount it to your headphones, whatever feels better, so that you're not permanently wearing a cap. But yeah, if we take a look at the software here, if I lean to the left, it turns to the left. If I lean to the right, it turns to the right, up, down. I mean, you can come in forward a bit and back, but yeah, obviously the left and right motion for me is the best thing, and slightly up and down. I'll show you in game, but yeah, I just wanted to show you the software. Very simple software here, where basically you tell it what you have, because they have a Clip Pro version, which I'm not too sure about, and the standard clip, which is what I have. This software is designed for the later version of the product, number 5 or version 5, but works with version 3. I just had to activate it for me, as I picked this up secondhand, had to deactivate it from the previous owner, but their customer support was excellent, and within 24 hours they had helped me register it under my name. So I've just got it here on the smooth profile so that it keeps it smooth, as you can see. And yeah, you've even got an option here of a bunch of different titles if we look on the left here, and you can set up custom profiles. I haven't, I've just set it as a generic profile under smooth. You can come and play here, you can change the different accesses and pitch and whatnot, and set limits of how you want it. But yeah, under default, just under smooth, we have changed the speed of the tracking and the smoothness as up as possible. This feels excellent. So cool. I'm gonna go ahead and swap over to my headset, guys. I might look funny, I know it does already, and let's get stuck into game so that you can take a look at what this thing actually does. It's really cool. Let's check it out. Cool guys, alright, so let's get stuck into a game here, and just to let you know that there is a quick calibration button for whatever reason you look away and you step away, you come back. By hitting F12 or whatever button you bind, it'll recalibrate to center. Alrighty, so as soon as we jump into a game, my preferred game is Assetto Corsa using Content Manager. If we just jump into a game here, let's see what happens here. Alrighty guys, so yeah, as you can see, I mean, it's already bobbing around. I just look down a little bit, up a little bit, to the right, to the left. I mean, you're not really gonna look more than that, but I mean, we get the idea here. It's giving us motion that, you know, in a real car, you would be looking around here. So let's just jump ahead and get onto track. You know, wherever I go, it's tracking as I look to the left, as I look to the right. So yeah, let's find some corners here where I can look to the apex, bring it in. And it will take some getting used to, guys. I mean, a lot of people that step into my rig aren't used to it, as they are used to their rig setup, which is static. I mean, but I will say this, once doing this and you get used to it, there's no going back. Like, I do not sim or game without this anymore. It feels natural. I feel like I'm at an advantage compared to others, especially when it comes to drifting, and now I'm learning how to drift. So as a noob in drifting, I need every little bit of help I can get, and I do believe the head tracker helps because it's giving you angles that you can't normally see. And cool, I'm gonna do an extreme case here. Let's like overly look at the apex there. You know, that's excessive. No one's doing that in real life. It's, yeah, just subtle motions that you want. And if I come to a standstill here, guys, now let's take a look. So, I mean, let's push it as far as it can. Now the head tracker might mess up. That's why we have the calibration button. So let's turn left, 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 left. Pretty well. I mean, look how far left I can look. That feels very realistic. I'm looking out the windows now. Look how well this thing's doing. I can look up, can look down into the car and left check. I'm checking out the radio and the infotainment center. So it's really cool, guys. It's not necessary. It's not going to make you any quicker, but it is a bit more natural and feels like a VR setup. Cool, guys. So this is where I really feel it comes alive, is in drift, and where you can look out your window, see the angle, see where you want to send the rear of the car. And especially if you're tandeming, I don't have any AI to tandem with right now, but you can look at them and get your angle right. Let's take a look. As I look out the side. See how I'm looking at the angle, where I want to be. Let's get the car around here. I can see where I want to be. Hey, almost lost it. And I mean, someone who's just learning how to drift, I feel like this helps me because I'm getting a better perspective than I would if it was static. Even though most guys have learned without it, I just feel like this is a more natural feel, as I can point and shoot and see where I'm going. Cool, guys, so here you can see a bunch of AI. I can look around, and something critical you'll see now is I can look into my mirrors. So let's get around here. I can look over at them if I want, look into my mirrors. It just feels more real this way, and I have more angle than I did when it was just static. And I can look at the apex, turn. So yeah, I do think that this helps a lot. Especially now I can look in my rear view mirrors, I can see where everybody is. So yeah, gives you more of a natural feel, guys. Definitely worth it in my books. So yeah, go check out their website, TrackIR or TrackIR. It's really impressive. I mean, there are a few head tracking devices out there. This happens to be the one I have. You know, they're not priced too badly, brand new. I would love to get my hands on this version 5, which is the latest. I'm pretty sure the technology must be so much better than what I have. But, you know, my version 3 one works perfectly fine, and it'll put you into that next bracket of immersion. You know, go check it out. They tell you that all the games here that are listed that they suggest it works. I mean, this thing even works for first-person shooter games, certain games. It's very immersive. This was designed, obviously, for flight simulation and driving simulation. So go check it out, guys. They've got a great website. It works really well, the software, and also their customer support. As I said before, guys, I couldn't register this device to get it to work for me. Within 24 hours, they were so helpful. Boom, got it working, and now I have full immersion with my head tracker. Go check them out. So in conclusion, guys, I think it's worth it. I mean, yes, it does look a little bit funny. You're gonna have a little antenna sticking off of your head like a little bumblebee or whatever, but I do think it's worth it, and it ups the immersion. I cannot fault it. I will say this, that if your screens are pretty far away from you and you try get the sensor to pick you up, at least with this old version, you might struggle a little bit. I did in the past, and it really came to life once I moved my screens closer to me, as it's obviously looking only within a certain distance, and it hasn't let me down since. I drift with this with my friends online, I race with this online, GT racing, etc. I basically do not use this rig anymore without the head tracker. It's that next level of immersion. It feels more real, and yeah. So give it a go, check them out, try find it secondhand if you want. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. And I will check you on the next one. Cheers, guys.